Hello, I'm Yarlik, and today I'd like to share another behind the scenes video. So here we are starting at Dash Master, and we're about to pick up Dash Master, and we're going to get early control off of this mushroom that we lured all the way from the left side. I've already set up the timing for this, so let's go ahead and advance that. So we start picking it up, and then on the frame that we get knocked up into the air. So at this point, our goal is to proceed out of here. And this is for a task where we're trying to minimize the amount of time spent touching the ground. So in order to do that, we need to, we're going to be leaving to the right because we're going to climb out of here. And to do that, we need to get wallcling storage back. We do have dash and claw at this point. And we don't really want to go directly to the right, most likely, because we'll end up having to jump off the ground at some point. So let's see if we can make it to this wall on the left instead. So to do that, we're probably going to need a pogo. So let's see if we can move over and pogo. And I'll set a save state here since we're probably going to want to return to this point. So let's see if we can get a pogo to get up there. Maybe? Might need to go a little bit closer. Okay, so we got a pogo. I don't know if that's going to get us high enough up to reach the wall over on the left. So it looks like we might need to go to the right instead. And we're going to see if we can get wallcling storage. Actually, we can probably get wallcling storage off of this wall up here. That's probably going to be our best bet. So let's keep going to the right. So we get freeze frames from the desk, and then we pop up over here. And then we're just going to keep going here, and then now we're going to dash to the wall. And so our goal here is going to be to wall jump off of here. And actually, we might be able to just make it with a wall jump and a dash to this wall. So we might actually be okay. We may not need wallcling storage yet. So let's just get to the wall and let's see how things proceed from here. So set another save state. And then as soon as we get close to the wall, we can start our wall jump. Okay. So we're going to want to jump probably almost as high as we can, because we need to get far enough over for the dash to reach that other wall. So that looks good. And then basically about halfway down, that should be far enough for dash to reach. So let's go across. Okay, excellent. So we haven't had to touch the ground yet. So now we should be able to wall jump off of this wall. Perfect timing on the dash. It's good to see. Set a save state, and then at this point we're going to wall jump here. And then probably just want to dash over here because we're going to have to make it around this platform up here anyways. Let's see. This is going to go pretty low. I think that's okay though. That might be better than dashing. Because dashing will have to wait. Now we're going to be losing a lot of height here, so let's dash over. So let's... You can actually dash pretty early. Like probably around there. And then we don't want to wall jump right away because that will trans dash. But once the dash wears off, then we can wall jump again. So now we go like this. And jump across to this wall. And this one, we will just go ahead and keep jumping across to it. Because we're close enough that we're not losing too much height. Lose a little bit of height, but not too bad. Okay. So set a safe state here. This one looks like it's going to be a jump and dash again. And possibly even a trans dash. We'll see. Depends on what things look like here. So let's dash here. Get across. And then let's go ahead and start dashing right away and see what's up above us here. Okay. So we can use, let's use this platform here. So we jump across, and then from here, we can start jumping up. So we don't want to keep going too far, so let's turn around a little bit. Do a little bit of a wiggle, and then start going over. So this is looking pretty good. We're kind of lagging behind, making it hard to see what's going on. So let me turn on camera follow just to make it a little bit easier to keep track of what we're doing. Okay, so now we're in an interesting situation where we probably want to get wallcling storage at this point, because we're going to need to start making it up a little bit, a little more horizontal motion. So let's see if we can do a backwards wall jump here. Not quite. So let me try reducing the jump here prior and see if we get a backwards wall jump. A little bit more. A little bit more. The backwards wall jump is going to be our best bet. So if we let it slide a little bit, we'll probably get it. Nope. Not quite. There we go. So we're doing a little glitch here where by wall jumping at the very bottommost pixel that we can wall jump from, the knight actually does the animation as if they were jumping off the wall from the left, which pushes them against the wall. And the reason we're doing this is because in order to get wallcling storage, we need to be up against this wall here. So basically, to get wallcling storage, what we're going to do, oops, didn't mean to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to wiggle frame perfectly as we're crossing the edge of the wall here. And then when we make it over the corner, we will have wallcling storage, which will then allow us to do all sorts of fun things. So first off, we need to go away, toward, and then away. And let's see what this does. It's always a little tricky to get the perfect timing. Okay, yeah, so you see we have wall jump flag. That means we have wallcling. We get it on the first try. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get a little bit of height here. So I think what I want to do is a dash into a wall jump up to this wall, if we can reach there. So let's try that. We'll do a dash like this. This might actually dash a little bit too far because we might hit that wall there, but let's see. Okay, yeah, I think this is gonna work. So then we will jump off of this right wall that we stored from over here. We now have the right wall over here. And now we can wall jump off of this wall. And then I'm going to see if we can make it up to this wall, because then we can get wallcling storage again and repeat. Okay, so far so good. Okay, there we go. So we get a little bit up the wall, and now we go away, we go toward, we go away, and then dash off the wall. Let's make sure we're dashing within the frame limit. Yeah, there's plenty of time to get our dash back. So we go away, toward. Okay, and we have wall jump, so we have wallcling storage. And again, what we're going to do here is we are going to dash, and then at some point we're going to wall jump. Probably, since we're wall jumping off of the left wall, we're going to see if we can make it up to this wall up here, because that'll be another good place for us to get wallcling storage again. Because we lose it as soon as we jump out of the wall, but we can get it back by getting to another wall. Alternately, we could try to make it up here and go off of this wall and then chain the dashes through, but I'd like to make it to the right wall. I think that's going to be more efficient. So let's try that. So we get the dash, and then we can let the dash proceed for a little bit here, and then let's try jumping like right here and see how it goes if we jump off the wall. See if we can make it up there. So we can make it up here. Yep, this looks promising. Perfect, just enough. Okay. So now, this wall jump's going to be, or wallcling is going to be a little bit different, because we're going to be grabbing a right wall, but we still want to dash to the right. And so we have to do a little bit of trickery to make that happen. So let's go ahead and release our jump. Let's continue for 2 frames, and then let's do away, toward, away. And let's see, first off, what happens. See if we get the wallcling. We do. Okay, perfect. So at this point, what we want to do is we want to hold the wall like this with left, right. And then actually the first thing we want to do probably is do a nail swing, because right now we're drifting to the left. So like if we were to continue this, you can see that what's happening is we're drifting left, and we don't want that. So instead, we're going to swing the nail, and swinging the nail interrupts the wall, and it allows us to continue falling to the right. So at this point, we want to get rid of that for a bit. Oops. Here we go. So we swing the nail. That prevents us from drifting left. But we need to be careful, because we don't want to touch this wall. If we touch this wall, we're going to lose wallcling storage. So we're just going to swing the nail first, and not actually move left yet. Or move right, rather. So once we've cleared enough, let's go ahead and we need to cling for a bit. And then by clinging and reducing, depending on whether you stop clinging on a physics frame or a graphics frame, which is every other frame in the TAS, when you let go, you're either going to be facing to the left or facing to the right. And we want to be facing to the right, so that when we do a neutral dash, we dash to the right. So to do that, we're just going to cling for a little bit, and then see which way we're facing. The nail might be interrupting here. So let's, we can't see the animation, so let's see if this works. I think this is holding our facing direction because of the nail swing. So we might actually be better off not doing the nail swing, and instead just doing something like this. Okay. And we aren't touching the ceiling because we haven't lost our wall jump flag. So yeah, that's actually better. Even though we lose a a little bit of time from going to the left, I think this is better because we would have had to wait even longer with the nail swing. Sometimes you just have to give up on the ones that don't quite work. Okay, so we go to the right, and then oh, we did lose our wallcling. So actually we do need to dash a little bit lower. A little bit lower. There we go. It must have boosted us up a little bit, which then touched the ceiling. Okay, so let's see what we want to do. So right now we're clinging the right wall, which means we probably want to go like over here and then do a wall jump to this wall and then wall jump up to this wall. So let's just let it drift with dash speed. We're retaining the dash speed because of the wallcling storage and by holding left and right at the same time. And that allows us to pretty efficiently make our way up here. Now we're going to do a wall jump. See, that's the real trick to this run, is that if you don't have a wall, you just bring a wall with you. And that way you never need the floor. Okay, that's going a little bit too high. So we need to reduce our jump a little bit so that we actually hit the wall and could do wall jump off of it. And then actually let's set a save state here, just in case I need to tweak it more. Okay, so we make it to this wall. Actually, it looks like we can start jumping a little earlier, so let's do that. Okay, we're gonna need to turn right a little bit. And then once we make it a little ways up this wall, then we can jump again. And as before, we're gonna need to turn left a little bit here. They call these snake jumps, where you change direction of your wall jump mid-jump. For humans, they're quite tricky to do because the timing on the turnaround is quite challenging, but for TAS, they're no problem. We need to go not quite so far over, not quite so early. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, we've never touched the floor so far in this room, and we shouldn't need to touch it here either. This should just be as simple as a wall jump into a dash out of the room. Let's turn off follow, because we don't need that anymore. The camera is where we want it. And then let's just wall jump here. Probably want to do close to max height jump. Just enough that we don't bonk at all. And then fall down here. And then once we're clear of the ceiling, we can dash over. And there we go. That's it. So that is a quick room. I just wanted to make a quick little video here. I hope you enjoyed this, getting a chance to see kind of the things that we have to think about when we're staying off of the floor. Now that we have wallcling storage, we have a lot of flexibility, and there's lots of creative ways to make our way through these rooms, using ceilings, using pogos. It's going to be a lot of fun going forward. If you enjoyed this, please do subscribe and like. I know it's one of those cheesy things to ask for, but it really does help a lot. The algorithm loves that kind of stuff. Hope you have a great day.